Okay, be honest. How many times in your life have you stuck with a New Year's resolution that was focused on improving your health or vitality? If you haven't made a New Year's resolution stick, don't beat yourself up. Most people are unable to stick to their resolutions for very long. Failure is not a result of being weak, flawed, or lazy. You've just been given a lot of bad information. The way most of us were taught to set about making a New Year's resolution and executing it sets you up for failure right from the start. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through a better way to make resolutions and stick to them. Happy New Year! Are you as pumped up as I am about getting a clean slate on January 1st? After this past year, you're probably more than ready to welcome some positive changes into your life. I know I am. New Year's is a great time to commit to positive changes because of the symbolism of a fresh start. But the truth is, you can make resolutions anytime. In fact, I'm always working on a resolution. Positive transformation is an ongoing process that empowers you to grow into a better version of yourself every single day. Whether you're making your resolution on New Year's Day or any other time of year, let's explore how to do so in a manner that sets you up for the success you deserve. The first part is simple. Clearly identify your resolution. Maybe it's to lose 50 pounds of post-surgery regain and keep it off like I did way back in 2017. Maybe you recently had surgery and want to lose another 20 pounds. Perhaps you want to run a marathon this year. Maybe you simply want to exercise 5 days a week. Or maybe your goal is six-pack abs. Oh yeah. Maybe your resolution is to stop eating fast food or to stop drinking soda. Maybe you want to stop eating after 6 p.m. each day. Maybe you want to start meditating. Or perhaps you've resolved to get 8 hours of sleep a night. Whatever your resolution is, write it down. Then add some clarity by answering these 3 questions. 1, what does it look like? Write down what your life will look like when you achieve this goal. 2, what does it feel like? Write down how you imagine you'll feel when you achieve this resolution. And 3, write down how you will know when you've achieved this goal. It's important that you take the time to write these things down. The process of writing helps you think and focus on a deeper level so you clearly define your expectations and solidify your resolution. It makes it more real. When you've got that, it's time to focus on the execution. And this is where the traditional way of making resolutions has a tendency to fall apart into a big, hot mess. Want to know why? It's because most people bite off more than they can chew when they make a resolution. For instance, if you've resolved to lose 50 pounds and decide to do so by going on a super strict diet, you're setting yourself up for failure. If you want to run a marathon and assuming you currently don't run at all, deciding to suddenly start running an hour a day, 6 days a week is setting you up for failure. If you want to give something up, depending on what it is, doing so cold turkey could in some cases potentially set you up for failure. I know it does me. If I think I have to give something up totally, I freak out and go off the rails with unhealthy, disordered eating patterns like binging and hoarding. Is your goal to incorporate meditation into your life? Starting with an hour a day every day is setting you up for failure. You've got to dial it back into what I call bite-sized resolutions. Break your big, ambitious resolution into a bunch of little resolutions that you will pursue one at a time in a consecutive sequence. If you've resolved to lose 50 pounds, just focus on making one small change that will contribute to that goal. Maybe it's having a healthy breakfast each morning. Maybe it's reducing your caloric intake by 100 calories a day. Maybe it's limiting something that you eat too much of, like say you're eating a lot of nuts, maybe a half a cup a day. Start by reducing the quantity to a fourth a cup a day. Whatever you target, once it becomes easy, add on the next change. And once that becomes easy, add on the next change. You'll slowly progress towards your big resolution one step at a time. Here's another example. If you want to run a marathon, start by running just 5 minutes a day. After a week, up it to 7 minutes a day. After another week, up it to 10 minutes a day. Same thing with meditating. Start with 5 minutes a day and slowly build a little each week. Right now, personally, I'm focused on my abs. After almost 10 months away from the gym during the pandemic, my abs are feeling a little mushy. So my resolution is to tighten those suckers up. I started a few weeks ago by doing a 20-second plank every morning within 5 minutes of waking up. After a week of doing that successfully, I upped it to 30 seconds a day. I'm currently at 40 seconds. Next week, it'll be 50 seconds. It's getting easier. It's also becoming a habit. And because I'm making progress in bite-sized increments, there is very low risk I'll screw this resolution up. These small chunks remove the overwhelm and anxiety that often accompany big, hairy, audacious resolutions. You've got to ease into it, like the old fable you heard about the boiling frog. Now, as a chick who used to catch frogs as a little girl and carry them around in my doll blankets like they were my babies, I'm not a huge fan of this fable, but the metaphor is relevant to how you should consider approaching your New Year's resolution. The fable describes a frog in a pot of room temperature water. The water is brought to a boil very slowly, and because of that, the change happens so gradually that the frog doesn't perceive the danger until it's cooked to death. The metaphor is that when change happens too quickly, it's startling, it makes you panic, it throws you off your game. However, when the change is slow and you ease into it, it's not as uncomfortable. You're able to tolerate more. Although, unlike the frog, you're focused on a change that's going to enhance your life, not end it. Does that mean that there will be no challenge or no struggle in executing your resolutions? No, I wish it was that easy. There will probably be days it's going to be challenging to stick to even a bite-sized resolution. There might even be days that you fall off track. That's okay. The important thing is that you get right back up and keep going. Taking a bite-sized approach will significantly up the odds that you can get right back on track or not fall off track at all. So I'm curious, what bite-sized resolution are you willing to commit to? Share in the comments below. And if you need support in your journey, check out the links in the description below this video and you'll discover one where you can join my private Facebook group that is reserved exclusively for my bariatric buddies like you. It's a safe place where you can give and receive support among friends, and there are daily posts that inspire positive thought, action, and transformation. Until next time, my friends, live with purpose, live with courage, and live with delight.